quest for peace, prosperity, and wisdom. There are many pit stops in this magical realm. Places of great light, great darkness, great power, and our very own Stonehenge.
I didn't even know! Wow!
What's up, everybody? You know me as always, Causa here to bring you along on another adventure through the ins, outs, and everything else of RS3. We aim to please as always, so sit back, roll some dwarf weed, and get ready for another episode of The Twitch Hiker's Guide to RS3. So, Taverley, Taverley. Oh, damn it, this isn't gonna work when we get to art. Taverley, or Burthrope Next, is a Gothixian-aligned village founded by the Druids of Guthix, located to the northwest of Falador and to the east of White Wolf Mountain. The Druids of Guthix, the nature-loving, potion-guzzling, folk-loving hippies that they are, set up a stone altar in the area known as Ewan's Grove in the 4th Age, between the years of 1 and 200, which will conveniently abbreviate as 4.20 times 10, thus creating our first records of present-day Taverley. Now, a common question asked is, why did Druids put their altar here? Gothixian Druids have been rumored to be around since the 1st Age. Wouldn't they have built more altars?
No. Good point.
Well, it's said that the Druids of Yestergod had another altar in Varrock, but the Dark Wizards thought it was some prime real estate, and after breaking the Druids' bongs and harshing their vibes, they tried to bring their demon of choice back to life, and turn that altar into the aftermath of Woodstock. Party foul, dude. Now, you'd think in the aftermath of having your holy altar taken over and desecrated, you'd see a John Wick storyline begin to take place with these Druid guys. But, as most of us current RS players know, that didn't quite happen. Two notable Druids you'll probably want to remember here are Cakamex and Pickup Sticks, the masters of potions and familiars.
Familiar faces.
Cakamex is not only the best potion mixer this side of the wilderness, but he's also a member of the Collected Appreciators of RuneScape's environment, also known as CARE, an organization of druids whose goal is to protect the environment of Gielinor. CARE is led by the Gothixian druid Tharisk Semfier, who is also the leader of the Cruxicale, an organization dedicated to combating the Majorat threat. How well are they doing? Well, yeah. Speaking to Cakamex is also a requirement of the Druidic Ritual Quest, which will begin your journey into the potion-guzzling world known as Herblore. Herblore may just be your most useful skill off the bat to get leveled up, so get those herbs clean and get to mixing, and get chugging. Another skill you're going to want to pick up before you go can be learned from the druid Pickup Sticks. Pickup Sticks is the master of summoning, a skill that lets you summon a trapped spirit or familiar of something you've killed and harvested to wage war or perform manual labor for you, since you can just respawn them over and over. Ah, what a good life. Some of the familiars you can summon, you'll find lurking menacingly in
the Taverley Dungeon.
Taverley Dungeon is one of the largest dungeons in RuneScape, and is also one of the bases of the Black Knights, aka
Kinshra HQ.
As we briefly touched on in the Burthrope video, the Black Knights are the enemies of the Imperial Guard and the White Knights, and have been at war with each other for quite some time. The current leader of the Kinshra is Lord Dequarius Renard, who at only 29 years old came into power after the War of 164. We'll discuss Lord Daiquiri and the history of the Black Knights more thoroughly in another video, as there is a ton of interesting history and lore behind the subject. So slap that subscribe button, and wait another year or two until I release that one. Just kidding, we have a lot of cities left to cover. Besides being a home base for White Knight rejects, Tav Dungeon is filled with many creatures, some easy and some, well, get your combat up. Access to the dungeon can be gained by entering the stairs located beside the wheat field in the south of Taverley. Again, once inside, you will be faced with many dangerous creatures, including 2 different kinds of dragons, so be careful where you run, and bring your food and potions. A part of the dungeon can only be accessed by using a dusty key. To obtain a dusty key, just go inside the dungeon, run south to the Kinshra HQ, kill the level 39 jailer for the jail key, and then use it to open Velrak the Explorer's cell and retrieve the key from him. After you've completed the one small favor quest, you can add this key to your keyring, so you'll always be able to access the entire dungeon. And hey, if you ever plan on becoming an avid clue scroller, well, remember this place. You'll be coming back here. A lot. Say hi to the Hellhounds for me. Fuck! So what happens when you're tired and thirsty from slaying beasts in the underground? Well, you hit the bar, of course. Everybody! The Pick and Loot is a 10-table pub located in the heart of Taverley, having replaced the Toad and Chicken pub back in the Troll War Zone update. Here you will find Rollo the Stout, Bernald, and Mess Sergeant Ramsey, all of whom are involved in their own quests. Fun fact, Mess Sergeant Ramsey, who is the cook at the pub, is based on everyone's favorite angry British chef. That's right, Uncle Roger.
I see what you're doing, so punny, so humorous. I dying laughing, I dead now.
Okay, we obviously all know who it is. While taking a break from your dungeon spelunking, you can pick up a nice frosty wizard's mind bomb, a dwarven stout, or a good old-fashioned Asgardian ale. After a little bit to drink, players can get rowdy and restless. So what's an ale-filled adventurer to do with twitchy legs and some time to kill? Well, you could take your house portal to your house and sleep it off. Or if you have the skills and your vision isn't going double, then drop down that trap door in the corner of the pub and check out the Rogue's Den. The Rogue's Den has been the secret, not so secret hideout for thieves and shady figures since before the trolls discovered energy drinks. Here you will find many thieving and agility related pastimes, the most notable of which is the Flash Powder Factory, run by magical Lex Luthor himself, Brian O'Richard. Prior to opening the Flash Powder Factory to aspiring adventurers such as ourselves, Brian was also involved in the operation of the Rogue's Den maze. Mr. O'Richard, was operating the Rogue's Den maze as a way to distract from his actual purpose: creation of Flash Powder.
I'm in love with the coco.
Flash powder is a substance used to create convenient distractions, and Brian was at first producing it secretly beneath the maze, using the maze as a cover-up for his production of the powder. But unknown to Brian and the rest of the Rogue's Den, a majority of the flash powder that Brian was producing was being directly bought by the Imperial Guards, who he was trying to hide it all from.
Bruh.
This all came to light as once the trolls upped their assault on the Birthrope Imperial Guard, Commander Denolf approached Brian directly and demanded he supply the Imperials. The much lower price Commander Denolf was willing to pay, the amount he wanted, and the threats of locking up Brian if he couldn't fill the order, culminated in Brian O'Richard closing down the Rogue's Den maze and opening the Flash Powder Factory instead, with the brilliant realization that Mr. O'Richard could just have us adventurers do it all for him. For outfit pieces. Man, was MCX really that bad when we can get outfits? How long I gotta be here for?
You're not really fine, but you just can't get into it because they would never.
You'll need 50 herb lore, 75 thieving, and 75 agility to access the Flash Powder minigame. Be sure as well to talk to Martin Thwaite, who's the master of thieving. Once you get 99, he'll give you your cape, and before then, he'll teach you how to lockpick. There are a couple of safes available for you to work your fingers on, and Martin will be happy to give you a stethoscope for, playing doctor.
You're a goof.
Takes one to know one, loser. Wait, that means I'm a loser. Scratch that.
If good morals or rock-minded curiosity get the best of you, Taverley is also the first place you can talk to Copernicus Glyph, who you help build a statue of the gods to in every location you find him. Coppertone's got his month full with a handful of spots around Gielinor, and if you build the same statue in the same place any 4 times, you'll be rewarded with 1 of 5 sculpting chisels. You can pick the kind of statue you build and the experience that comes alongside it. Be careful, some of the statues you can build might get you in a fight with the locals. These activities give you great experience, the chisels boost your construction experience when you use them, and getting all 5 is a completionist requirement. So you may as well start pissing off the general NPC public or getting blessings from your favorite god off the bat. And if you find yourself in possession of a crystal key, the chest across the street at Ivy Sophista's house may have some magical rewards for you, so make sure you pop on by. There's another crystal chest you can open up in Prif, but we'll talk about that later on, so go ahead and open this bad puppy up. Between the thieving, killing, skilling, and chilling, there are loads to do in Taverley proper, and many quests which will take you all across Gielinor. Beginning as a refuge for the druids, and today as a hub for players old and new to train their craft, Taverley has remained a true point of interest for the growing adventurer. Whether you're getting herbal with some goutweed, chopping up trees, or anything else that sounds somewhat stoner related, Taverley will be where the grass is always greener, and the perfect place for a new player to begin their journey. At least, until we talk about Lumbridge. Thanks for watching. It's been a while since I posted the last video, and I'll do my best to make sure the next one comes out sooner. If you enjoyed the video, please like and subscribe so it can be seen by more people. If you feel like I missed anything you wanted to hear about, let me know in the comments. Or if you feel like I messed up some lore, let me know too. Until the next time everyone, see ya!